here I am on my cover slide, and I'm just going to simply insert picture from this device. And note, you can also insert it from online, but I download them ahead of time, so I'm going to insert it from this device. And it will be an end of term quiz. And so I'll just drag this to the corners of my page, but at the side here there are some options, so I'm going to select this one. All right, so now I need a second slide to start my questions on. So here I'm on my second slide, and I am going to type my question in. So I'm just going to remove these text boxes, especially the one at the bottom, because I won't need it. So I'm going to go to my questions, and my first question is this. I'm going to copy, go back to my PowerPoint, and then I'm going to paste. So you can decide your font size and the style. I'm going to go with I like Bookman style, so I'm going to type that in. Book Antica, right? And then I'm going to make it bigger, and then I leave it here. Then I want a picture here too, because this item here, it goes along with a picture. So I'm going to insert the picture, which I already downloaded to my device. So I click on insert, go to pictures, this device, and I'm going to select the picture. So here's the picture. Let me make it a little bigger, and I put it to this side. Also, remember, these are single select questions, multiple choice kind of questions where you're going to select an answer. So I have my answer already. I'm going to insert a text box. Let me make it a little bigger. And this will be answer A. All right, so let me just duplicate this by selecting Control and then D on my computer. That makes other copies of it. So I need 3 options because these will have 3 answers. So I'm going to change in the second one B, and the third one C. All right, then I'm going to go to the options here. For A, this is my answer. I'm just going to copy, Control C, or right click on the copy after highlighting. Then we go back to the PowerPoint, and in A, we're going to just paste. And there it is. So we're going to go and get our other answers. So let's get for B. Copy, go back to our PowerPoint, paste, go back for C, copy, back to our PowerPoint, and paste. All right, so I want to make these a little bigger, so I'm just going to make them bigger by selecting the text box, and I'll go to here at the top here with this A where I can increase font size, and then I'm going to make them bigger. All right, so there it is. All right, so I might want to change the font style too, so I'm going to change it to something else. You can do it however you want to play around with it. You can do it however you think your students will like. For me, I like variation, so I might want to do this. Right, so let's go. All right, so I know I changed these things to A, B, and C, but they're now back, so I'm just going to change them again. All right, so I have my 3 options here. And I already would know which one is the correct one and which ones are the incorrect ones. So from here, I need to do another slide. So I'm going to get a new slide, and this new slide will have the answers. So for A, if A is the correct answer, which it is not, A is the incorrect answer. And so on this slide that follow, it is going to have a picture that shows that it is incorrect. So I'm going to delete these text boxes, and then I go to insert. I'll go to pictures. And as I said before, all my pictures were downloaded before this on my device. So I'll select this device, and this is the picture that I want to use to represent that it is wrong. So it's a whoops, wrong answer, try again. Also for this, I want that when my students are taken to this page, they also hear a sound effect that says that it's incorrect. So I'm going to click on this picture. I'm going to go to insert, and that sound effect was already downloaded to my device. So I found it on YouTube, and then I downloaded it. So here I'm going to select the picture, then insert, and all the way over here to my right, I see audio, and I'm going to click on the drop down arrow, which asks me whether audio is on my PC or I'm going to record, and it's already on my PC. So I'll select that, and it's going to take me here to the downloaded sound effect. So this one is the wrong one. So I'm going to select it, and here it is in the middle. I just want to drag it to one side. All right, so I've dragged it to one side. But also, when the students come on this page and they hear that it is the wrong answer sound effect, and they see that it's incorrect, they want to go back to try the question again. So there are two ways we can do this. We can select insert, the drop down arrow at shapes, and we can use action buttons. Click on this one that says action button blank, so you can customize it, and it will have a plus sign like this, and you just click wherever you want it. Hold the edge so you can drag this out. So it says hyperlink to. You click on that part, so it's highlighted, and it says next slide. Click the drop down arrow, and you can select previous slide, first slide, whichever. So I want to click on slide, because if it is that we edit this, we want it to go to that particular slide. So I'm going to select it as slide 1, then it has the slide 2 with Sam's Patty Shop, and slide 3, which I am on. So I'm going to select slide 2 and then OK. Again, I'm going to also select OK, and I'm going to ensure I adjust this. It will be a little square. That is one way of doing it. So let's try it with this one way here. And inside, I'm going to type try again. That will prompt the students to click on it. So I'm going to, perhaps I should have a click here to try again. Click here to try again. All right. So I'll have it like this. So the students will click there when they want to try again. All right, so let us try this out. So we're going to go to slideshow here. And current slide. All right, so we did not set up the audio. So you realize that we're on the slide, and as the students get on the slide, they won't immediately hear the sound effect. So what we need to do is we need to click on this sound here, and then we go to animations. Click on animation pane, and here you will see the sound effect to your right. So you're going to click on this drop down arrow, and it's on start on click, but you don't want it on that. You want it start with previous. So as the students go on it, they will hear the effect. So let us try it again. So we go to slideshow, current slide. Awesome. So you would have heard the sound effect as we go on the page. And remember, it's wrong, so we need to go and try again. So this little part here that says click here to try again, I'll just click on it, and it will take me back to where the question is. All right. So remember now, we did not link this question to that slide. So I'm going to click on the text box with the wrong answer, and then I'm going to insert, link, and here it says existing file or web page, place in this document, and we're going to select place in this document, and we're going to go to the slide. So the slide would be number 3. So it's slide 3, and I'm going to click on slide 3. You will see a little preview of the slide here to ensure that you're selecting the right one, and then you click on OK. So let us try it here to see if that works. So here on slideshow, we're going to start from current slide. So as soon as I've read the question, or the student reads the question, they can click the first answer. And yes, it took them to this part, to this slide, which says it's a wrong answer, and they would hear this sound effect. I'm going to go back, so I'm going to click here to try again, and here I am back on the question to try again. All right, so let me get back from here now, and we're going to create our 4th slide, which will have the correct answer this time, because the second answer is the B is the correct answer. So we're going to have this here, and let's go to insert so I can get that picture that I downloaded previously. Click on pictures, this device, and I would have selected my picture, and click on the picture. I'm going to insert audio. So go to audio here, over to your right. I'm going to click audio on my PC, and I'll click on the one that I want. Then I'll drag it here. Remember, we need to animate. So we're going to click on animations. Ensure that we have selected the audio down here. We click on animations, animation pane, and go to the drop down arrow and select start with previous. Now, also remember that we need to put an action button here so that this can take us to the next question. So what I'm going to do is I will first have to go and I'll have to have my 5th slide with the other incorrect answer, and then my 6th slide, which would be the new question. So because wrong answer is A and also C, I'm just going to duplicate this slide here. So I'll click on the slide over here on the left, then I'll click on Control and then D, and then I will get a copy of that slide. And I'm going to just hold on to it and use my other finger to drag it to the 5th position. So it will be here. So as soon as the student selects C, it will also bring them here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also get a new slide, which will have my second question on it. All right, so let me just copy that question and put on it. Let's go back here, because remember, I have all my questions already written. Let's copy this, go back to our slide, and paste it here. Let me just adjust the size and use my preferred font style. All right, so let us go back to this one now, so I can use the action button to send me right to that 6th slide. So another way we could do this, I showed you one, we could insert a shape. So I'm going to insert a shape here. I select the star, and I'm going to just maximize it. So in this star, I'm going to write go to next question. All right, so I'll make this smaller so it can hold in the star, and I'm going to make my star a little bigger. All right, so there it is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on this shape that says go to question, and then I'm going to insert, then I go to link, and the slides will be here. So remember now, the next question is at slide 6. I'm going to scroll down until I see slide 6, and it is here, and it gives me a preview of what the question is. I'll click on it, and the preview of the slide again will come up here to the right, and I'll select OK. And that means this here would be hyperlinked to that slide. So we also need to ensure that all these three items are linked to the slides that they should be linked to. So B is the correct answer. So I'm going to click on that text box. I'm going to select link. The slides will be here, and I'm going to hyperlink this to slide 4. So I'm going to select slide 4. A preview will come up as usual, and then I select OK. And that would have been hyperlinked. I'm also going to go to C. And when I click on the text box, I go to insert. Then I go to link. And this should be hyperlinked to slide 5. So I'm going to go to slide 5 here. And of course, you don't have to have two of the same slide. But if it is that you're putting something on each of the slides that will help the students to answer, then you would need one slide for each option. So we could have had only 2 slides here since we only have a wrong slide and a right slide. So we could only have that. So I'm going to select OK here, and all of these will be hyperlinked to the particular slide, and the slide is going to take us back to the question if it's incorrect, but tell us to go to the next question if it's correct. So let us go on this slide here now. So I'm going to delete this text box. I have a picture for this too, so I'm going to go to insert, then pictures, then this device, and then I'm going to select the picture that I have. Now move it to the corner here. And remember that the options, I need to insert the options in separate text boxes. So I'm going to go to insert, text box, and then I click on the screen for the text box to appear. Make it a little bigger, and I'm going to type in A in this one. Again, I'm going to click on the text box and click on Control D from my keyboard to duplicate it and make a third. So I'm going to put in each of these A, B, and C. All right, so let's go back to our question so we can find the options. Let me just scroll down. And the first answer is Saturday, then Sunday, then Wednesday. So I'm just going to type in the others since I know which one it is. So the first answer is Saturday, then Sunday, then Wednesday. All right, so what I want to do, I want to make these bigger. So I'm going to click on one, holding onto the control button, click on all 3. Then I go up here, touch this big A that says increase font size to make them bigger. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the font style for all 3 of them at the same time to Arial rounded. I like that one, so I'm just going to do that. Now I'm back on it. I'm just going to make it a little wider, especially for the ones that are not holding comfortably in their text box. All right, so we already have our wrong and right answer slides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the wrong answer one. So I'm going to either Control C, then I go to the end, and then I Control V and paste. And then I can go to the congratulations one. I can either Control D to duplicate and then drag it to it. So it's up to you which one you prefer. All right, so the correct answer here will be if the month of below is August, what day will September begin on? So the correct answer is Saturday. So we're going to link Saturday by clicking on the text box to the correct slide. So click on the text box where Saturday is, go to insert, go to link, and you're going to scroll down to slide 8. That is where the correct answer is. So you click on slide 8 here and okay. So on slide 8, remember that this hyperlink here goes to the slide number 6, which is the next question here. So what you will need to do here, you need to delete this and insert a new shape or insert a new action button to take you to where the other question will be. All right, so let's go back. Sunday will be an incorrect answer. So we're going to click on the text box, click on insert up top, click on link, and let it go straight to slide 7. Select OK. All right, same here. So we're going to get another duplicate slide 7. So we have one for the other incorrect answer. All right, so remember now, this action button here, this was linked. This was to go back to slide number 2. So we're going to delete this. And of course, we could use this by saying, go back to previous slide. But I want us to do it like this because, you know, sometimes we want to have the action button sending us different places. So I'm just going to insert, go to the drop down arrow at shapes, click on that little part that says blank, click on a spot on the screen. It's on none, so we're going to select hyperlink to, and then we're going to go to the drop down arrow that tells us where we want it to go. So if it's wrong and we want it to go back to the slide that we're coming from, we can say last slide viewed. So we can try that one out. Or we could have said slide 6. So we're going to say last slide viewed and select OK. All right, let us drag this now and type in it. Click here to try again. All right, so let's make it a little bigger so everything can hold good. All right, so we would have hyperlinked this back to this. So let's go to this final slide here again, and we're going to delete what we have here, and we're going to do a new one. So we'll go to insert, because remember, this one would not send us back to slide 6. So we're going to go to insert, we're going to go to shapes, go here to the blank, we click on the screen somewhere, it's at none, so we select hyperlink to, go to the drop down arrow here beside next slide, and we can hyperlink to last slide viewed, or we can hyperlink it to slide 6, but I'll select last slide viewed so we can explore different ways here. So I'll select that and then OK. Then I'm going to drag this and type in it, click here to try again. All right, so that's what we would have done now. Say, for example, we wanted to use our 2 slides here. So we're going to use only 2 questions, but of course you're going to add more to yours. But I'm just going to use 2 questions for demonstration purposes. So as soon as they would have gotten this answer correct, that's the last answer, we want to take them to the final page. So we don't have our final page yet, so I'm just going to put a new slide and insert that picture I want to use at the end. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to go to my Bitmoji and select something. Let me find something that says the end. All right, so I'll find something that says the end, and I'll just right click on it, copy image, come back to the PowerPoint, paste it here. Good. So I might want to use this for my end picture. And that will be it. Now we need to hyperlink this last congratulations slide to the end. So we're going to insert, let us insert a shape. Let's use a star. And in the star, we might want to type the end. All right, so let's type the end in the star. And of course, you can change your star color. Here we have shape fill. You can change to anything you want. Blue, whatever. All right, so now that we have our shape here, we're going to insert, Go to link. Then we have place in this document, and we're going to scroll down to find the final slide, which is slide 10. Select that. A preview will come as usual. Select OK, and there we go. So let us now try out what we did. So let's start from the beginning. So slideshow from beginning, and I'm going to start. So here is our first one. Let me select incorrect answer. No. All right. All right. So we're at the next question. Let us try the first answer. Awesome. So now we're at that, and it says the end. We click on that and it comes to this page. So of course you can always insert an audio for this one too, like a nice congratulations song or something. So that is how we create our interactive PowerPoints using Microsoft PowerPoint. This can also be done using Google Slides. So similar features there will help you to create an interactive PowerPoint like this one. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.